Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into our fourth and final video. We're doing Storm Watch for this evening's fourth video. So we've got the risk of more thunderstorms tomorrow across some parts of the country and also heavy rain as well. There may be more heavy rain than thunder with this, I think. But there will be thunder around, I think, tomorrow. Thunderstorms will be around. So have a look at the data in a second. Certainly going to be some very wet weather tomorrow, so I'll talk you through some high res models and see what they're showing very, very shortly. Just to say that the first video release today was our 7 AM upload. We released the European outlook for this next week, 10 days, and also 10 to 14 day as well. Check out all of today's videos if you would like to do that. Thank you so much to Rich for the Stormwatch gift. Thanks, Rich, for the fabulous, fantastic Stormwatch gift. I love that one, so thank you so much. To Richard. Right, okay, let's get on with Stormwatch, yeah? So we'll have a look at the fact charts first of all, which of course are the human interpretations of the models by forecasters at the UK Met. So here we go. We see that we've got an area of low pressure sitting just to our south and southeast with two weather fronts, a warm front and a occlusive front pushing in from the continent. That will have heavy rain with it. Those fronts will produce heavy rain, possibly even some thunderstorms in places as well. So it's going to be a lively old day, particularly later on tomorrow across parts of central, southern, southeastern England. Further north, we're still under this ridge of high pressure, so it'll be mainly dry away to the north and the west once again. By the time we get through to midday on Saturday, that low pressure is moving off into Scandinavia. We've got a little transient ridge building through the country, brings some drier weather before the next low to west of Ireland starts to move towards us. And this low over France as well starts to push northwards. So like a pincer movement will be going on into Sunday. More about that perhaps in a day or so's time. Right, so what's the convective potential looking like for tomorrow? This is how the Cape and lifted for the latest GFS run is looking for 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And to be honest, not huge amounts of Cape available. So there's a little bit there across central parts of England. But most of the Cape and lifted looks like it's over on the continent. So it's not looking hugely conducive for lightning and thunder. Remember, the Cape is like the convective potential in the atmosphere. Nevertheless, I think there will be enough Cape and lifted, particularly probably for the far southeast, close to the continent, to produce some thunderstorms through there. But what we will get is a lot of heavy rain, irrespective of whether there's all that much in the way of lightning and thunder around. So let's have a look at some model data then. We'll start off with WRF, high-res model from metroseel.fr. Let's just have a quick look at this one then. So at the moment we've got showers like through the Midlands, southeast England. Much of those are quite heavy, maybe with a rumble of thunder. They'll start to ease down though through the course of the night. And then later in the night towards morning and breakfast time, we'll find heavier rain beginning to gather across the far southeastern corner of the country. That rain becoming really heavy through the afternoon as it pushes northwards and eastwards. So very wet through the Midlands, central, southern and southeastern England. I think this is possibly like an area of thundery rain leading, like on the leading edge. And then behind it, I will think that's where the greatest risk of thunderstorms occurring will be tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, probably in the far southeastern corner. There may be thunderstorms embedded within this torrential rainbow because it does look particularly heavy, that. So there might be thunderstorms within that as well. But it's behind it, I think that there'll be the greatest chance like classic sort of thunderstorms. But it'll be interesting how it all works out. And then that low pressure pushes northwards, of course, and the rain goes up towards Lincolnshire. So a bit of a soaking for Lincolnshire tomorrow. And then the rain sort of pulls out into the North Sea, and that is the end of the thing. Saturday will be a rather quiet day until late on, when some heavy showers, possibly with thunder again, might begin to break out in the south. They begin to push northwards. That could be more thunderstorms pushing northwards through the early hours of Sunday, perhaps. So, you know, we might have more thundery opportunities into the weekend. Right, let's have a look at Euro 4 and see what that one is doing. Again, we're at metroseel.fr, so just having a go at refreshing the page. It looks like Metroseel is running quite slowly. Never mind. Okay, so we've refreshed it and we've still got the 6 then for the Euro 4 anyway. Right, let's see what that's going now. This was overestimating today's rain drastically yesterday when we did the Storm Watch live stream. Euro 4 was going for really heavy showers and thunderstorms widely across much of England. We have seen nowhere near that sort of amount of showers and storms. But anyway, just because it got today wrong doesn't mean it'll get tomorrow wrong. Let's see what it's doing then. So things becoming quieter. We have got showers around across parts of England at the moment. Things become quieter overnight, though, except in the far southeast, where there are a few heavy showers, possibly thunderstorms just clipping in. But overall, things calm down overnight. Into tomorrow morning, we begin to liven things up again in the south with heavy showers and thunderstorms potentially arriving and pushing northwards into southern southeastern areas. And then in the afternoon, looking really lively. Look at this. Very, very intense colours here. If you like, East Anglia, the Midlands, down into central southern southeastern England. Some of those downpours could well be giving like 50 up to 50 millimetres of rain, a couple of inches of rain in a short time frame. So there will be the risk of localised flooding with that, irrespective of whether these downpours contain lightning and thunder. I suspect some of them will do, but irrespective of that, there is going to be some very torrential rain around tomorrow in the south and the southeast, if that is correct. All of those storms trundling northwards, causing all sorts of mayhem, and then getting up towards Lincolnshire late on in the evening, pushing out into the North Sea, and then that's the end of that as far as we go with Euro 4, which is to 2 o'clock on Saturday, by which time most places are looking drier. How's our page looking? So we're at the weather outlook now for the rest of our models. This is how our page is shaping up. So again, things becoming quieter through the course of this evening, but towards the end of the night, heavy rain will arrive in the far southeast corner. Now, our page does not bring that in at all tomorrow. Look at this, very, very different with our pairs. Just has the wet weather across East Anglia and southeastern England. It doesn't look overly heavy either, does it? So our pairs is very, very different compared to like Euro 4, for example, and also WRF. So that's a little bit of a puzzle, isn't it? So, again, these situations are so often nowcast events, and our pairs is definitely limiting things to the southeast. Like WRF and Euro 4 will bring a soaking to me in Northants. A pair says no to that. I will be dry tomorrow, and the rain is really restricted to the extreme southeastern corner. It doesn't get anywhere near Lincolnshire either, I don't think, or not greatly anyway. So yeah, that was a very strange one. Right, so we'll shut that down. Let's have a look at icons, see what that's doing with DWD icons. If you enjoy me so much, then please do smash the like button, make sure you sub to the channel. Thank you so much for doing that. Right, so up to midnight, we've got showers in the south. They'll tend to ease off, but only expect some much heavier rain arriving from France at 6 AM. Look at that, very, very wet across the south and southeast by breakfast time tomorrow. And all that torrential rain then pushes northwards through the course of the day. It's very slow moving this as well. So there will be the potential for some, really large rainfall totals here, I think. That's midday. Pouring with rain across much of the Midlands, particularly the South and East Midlands, South of England to East Anglia. Totally different to arpege. Still there as we get through to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then gradually beginning to pull away into the North Sea overnight Friday and into Saturday. So that brings a real soaker to much of the country tomorrow. And then after a quiet day on Saturday, Sunday, or in the hours of Sunday morning, I suppose, Saturday night, Sunday morning, starts to bring heavy rain up from the south again across much of England, Wales, and who knows, that might be thundery too. UK Met looks like this. So current situation is for like showery rain in the south up to midnight. That's midday tomorrow. Heavy rain across East Anglia, South East England, not as far north and west as some of the models have it though. At that point, Icon, for example, and Euro 4, not much further north and west with that rain at midday tomorrow. Very heavy rain in the far southeast corner though, and then by midnight moving away into the North Sea. So UK Met, along our pair, sort of restricting the wettest of the weather. And then finally to the southeast, east. And then finally, we have got UKV, which again is another UK Met Office product. This is high-res model from the UK Met. Things looking rather quieter across the country at midnight. Let's go through, see what happens. 3 AM, 4 AM, 5 AM. Heavy showers, maybe with thunder beginning to arrive in the south. And then through breakfast time, those heavy showers pushing northwards. This is further north and west as well. Midday, it's pouring with rain, torrential rain from southern Lincolnshire into parts of East Anglia, into the south and East Midlands in particular, and into central, southern and south east England. Behind that area, so this I think is like an area of general torrential rain sitting through the Midlands, for example, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. Behind that, I think this is where the thunderstorms possibly are, in the far southeastern corner behind that area of torrential rain. So 3 o'clock in the afternoon again, just pouring with rain across many parts of central eastern England. Thunderstorms included in the south and in the southeast as well, I think, and further heavy rain carrying on right way through the afternoon in the east, and yes, still pouring up to 9 o'clock in the evening tomorrow, where it finally gets out into the North Sea sometime around midnight. So most of these models are looking very wet for much of the Midlands, central, southern, southeastern England, and East Anglia, and pushing up to Lincolnshire. There's a couple there, arpège and the broad UK Met model, that are limiting and scaling things back a little bit. But overall, I think the idea is to take this area of very heavy rain northwards to the Midlands and Lincolnshire during the course of tomorrow. There may be thunderstorms embedded within that torrential rain, or it might just be an area of torrential thundery rain behind it. I think as that clears, brightens up a little bit, we may spark off thunderstorms in the far southeastern corner. But irrespective of whether there's thunder and lightning with that torrential rain tomorrow, there's certainly going to be a lot of wet weather around, unless arpège has this right, in which case it's just East Anglia and the southeast that are in the firing line for the wet weather. So we shall see, as ever. It will all be revealed by the weather gods tomorrow. But if you do get lightning and thunder and you want it, then enjoy it, because there could be some lively weather around tomorrow. But do take care. Lightning is a dangerous phenomenon, so look after yourself. And also, you know, if you're off out and about driving and whatnot, roads are going to be awash if this comes off, as most of those models are suggesting. So take it easy if you're off out and about. You know, there will be problems with local flooding and aquaplaning on the wettest of the roads. Right, so that's it then for today's videos. Tomorrow we've got Jeremy Friday, of course. We've got a 7 AM upload. We'll have a 10 to 14 day as well. And we'll be live streaming after 10 o'clock, I would have thought. For today's videos, though, and for Stormwatch, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.